Hey, it's James. Welcome back to the channel. So glad you are here. We're doing a series on grace. Excuse me. Today's verse is Romans 12:3, which says this: For by the grace given to me, I say to every one of you, do not think more highly than you ought, but rather think of yourself with sober judgment in accordance with the faith God has distributed to you. In a book recently purchased called Putting a Face on Grace by Richard Blackaby, he says this: I could tell story after story about good people who somewhere along their spiritual journey lost the wonder of God's grace. See, sometimes we forget that we are saved by God's grace. Sometimes we actually buy into the idea that somehow some of us who are saved are better than those who are lost. See, salvation comes from God. We don't deserve it. We didn't earn it. In a book on grace by Max Lucado, he says this on page 10: grace is everything Jesus. Grace lives because he does, works because he works, and matters because he matters. He placed a term limit on sin and danced a victory jig in a graveyard. To be saved by grace is to be saved by him, not by an idea, doctrine, creed, or church membership, but by Jesus himself, who will sweep into heaven anyone who so as much as gives him the nod. Going back to the book by Richard Blackaby, on page 22, he says, we are living in defeat. Now we are assured of victory. We used to rely on our own strength and wisdom. Now God, Almighty God walks with us day by day. We used to stumble in darkness, and now we walk in the light. We were spiritually dead and now are alive. Christianity is truly a miracle of enormous magnitude. Also by Blackaby, he said this: these people forget how hopeless their situation was before God rescued them by his grace. They overlook the fact that God is not obligated to redeem them or walk with them daily or to answer their prayers or even continue loving them when they act intolerably. We don't earn it. We didn't deserve it. We are saved by God's grace. And that means he's the one who initiated the relationship. And it is God that is working in us to help us to become more like Jesus. We are no better. Christians are no better than anyone else. And we need to stop acting like we're somehow high and mighty, when in reality we didn't deserve to be saved. It was Jesus who stooped down to touch us and set us free from sin. If you are new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe. I do want to thank you for being here. The fact that you're watching this video right now tells me that you want to grow spiritually, and I appreciate that. So until next time, I hope you have a great day, and God bless.